The heck?
Therapy dudes, take away your stress, put you in a good mood. If you had them over, they would eat up all your food. It's time for therapy dudes.
I nailed it. Nailed it
You
on the
did.
intro this morning. Bang.
Perfect. Flawless.
I'm Dan Fox. This is Andre Karkamaz. We are Therapy Dudes, and I have an exciting topic that I'm bringing to the table today. This is the psychology of altruism versus selfishness. We're going to be exploring altruism, which, as I'm sure you know, Andre, means giving kindness towards others, that kind of thing.
Ah,
And selfishness, which I hope we don't need to define here. So this this came up for me because I saw two very interesting articles. Maybe we should start on these articles,
yeah.
get into
Jump
some
into
of the
it.
theory, and then we'll, in part two, dig into more of our own personal journey with altruism versus selfishness.
Okay. Let's do it. Tell me
Right.
about these articles.
Okay. The first one, a favorite of mine when I came across it, is about the well-known Batman effect. Have you heard of the Batman effect?
The Batman effect. No, I would love to hear about it though. I'm assuming it has to do with like saving people.
So the Batman effect is this research phenomenon that the appearance and sight of a superhero can make people more altruistic.
Oh,
So the recent study that was published in mental health research is about Batman appearing on a subway in a Batman costume,
okay.
and that when Batman appeared in the like subway cart, the subway, yeah, it's a cart, right? A
hmm
cart, a subway cart,
Some subway
car,
car.
car. My, so bad. Um, right. So what happens is that you start with a pregnant woman getting onto the subway car, and then Batman is in the second experiment. So that's the control, right? How many people, what percentage of the time does somebody offer their seat to the pregnant woman? There have to be no seats available on the car.
Okay.
So about a third of the time, somebody gets up and offers their seat to the pregnant woman.
Just because of Batman's presence?
No, this is before Batman
Before.
arrives.
Okay.
So
Okay. Oh, a third of it. Wow, we're pretty
a,
bad.
a third without Batman there.
Okay.
Next round, Batman shows up on the car. Then the pregnant woman shows up. They come in from different doors to make sure that, there's not a like collusion effect or something.
Okay.
And then 30% more of the time, so almost another third, about two-thirds of the time now, people get up and let the pregnant woman have their seat.
Wow.
Right? So the belief psychologically, right, of like what's the interpretation of like why people are doing that? The belief is that psychologically, an unexpected event like the appearance of Batman on your subway car
Mm.
makes people feel like kind of brought into the moment in a more mindful way, kind of interrupts their regular state of mind and what they've been just sort of like dwelling on and thinking about. And that mindfulness of the moment can bring about this natural altruism. You're more like aware of the present environment. People might be more conscious. Oh, here's a pregnant person. Oh, Batman, smile, smile. It's a hero, right? It has to be a positive, unexpected event, right? If there was like, I don't know, a like jolt that was unexpected of the subway car, that wouldn't necessarily create this pro-social behavior. But
Oh.
here's the kicker.
Mm.
afterwards, they asked people why they gave up their seat. And, they cited pregnant person, blah, blah, blah. But of that group, over 40% said they didn't even notice that Batman was in the car.
Wow.
So
What?
the the
Subconsciously, they probably saw him.
right, like that is one possible thing, right? They just didn't, but how could you like subconsciously notice Batman and not consciously? I don't know. But the other part of the thinking is that the presence of Batman has this pro-social effect on a lot of people, and that through interpersonal nonverbal behaviors, there's a more kind of upbeat, altruistic presence going on in the subway car. So people are maybe like smiling a little bit more or something. And
Yeah,
that,
it's like contagious.
right, right, it has this contagious effect. So the implications for this are around the idea that you could deliberately, through architecture or art, create unexpected, positive experiences for people that kind of like get them to sort of get out of their habitual state of mind and be like kind of excited in the moment, and that can create more
Hmm.
pro-social, positive, altruistic behaviors. So,
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, what is cognitive reframing in general, right? Cognitive reframing is looking at one narrative in a different light and playing out that role, playing out the energy of that other narrative, right? So I could look at something negative and I can tell myself a story about it and I can play out the character that I feel in that story that I'm telling myself. Or I can look at something as, not so personal and I can feel strong in myself and play out the character who smiles and is happy, right? And okay with what just happened. And
what, like,
so like, and it just makes me think about, how we all run off of scripts and we kind of are programmed in different feelings to be certain ways, right? Like this is why the power of belief is so important because if it doesn't necessarily mean that what you believe is true, but it means that what you believe in is what you're going to show up as, and it's going to impact you a certain way, and it's going to impact the outcome of how you see things outside of you. So, when you put someone like Batman in a cart and in a car and a subway car, and
could it be a
everyone,
subway cart though? I mean,
I'm sure it's car because I have families that are New Yorker. I have family members that are New Yorkers, and they tell me it's car, and
they
I was like,
tell
all
you
right,
you've had this
I've
conversation.
had this conversation like a long time ago. I was like, all right, because I would be like, all right, let's go to that cart over, let's go into this cart, and they'd be like, no, it's car. I was like, all right. Um, that's the only reason I know. But so I'll just say this: we act out stories. We play characters subconsciously when we're in a certain framework and thinking about things in a certain way. And symbols are really powerful to the brain. So Batman is a symbol of justice, altruism, as you're saying, all these different wonderful qualities that people are just they're gonna see that symbol even if they see him from the corner of their eyes, they don't even notice. A lot of triggers that happen to people, they don't even notice what they saw or what triggered them. If you ask the average client, what when did you have a state change from I'm okay to I'm not okay? They'll be like, well, I don't know. Then they'll think about it. They'll go back through their day. They'll be like, well, this happened. Maybe, oh, maybe it was this text. I don't know. Be mindful of what uh, changed your state, you know? And then they start being more mindful and they'll notice, oh, yeah, yeah. When I see a woman with, brown hair, it makes me feel this way and I get triggered. See what I'm saying? Does
Yeah,
it make
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Like,
Well,
I think those 40% did see Batman. They just didn't realize it.
so you don't think there could be that rub-off effect of like
Could
everybody else
be.
in the car is like smiling and upbeat, and that makes me feel more pro-social too?
It could be, but in my experience, I also have noticed, like in my personal life, that when because I could be tuning everyone out and not feel that impact, right? But in my own life, when I notice that something has impacted me in either a positive or a negative way, I've become really mindful and I try to like look around and be like, what was that? Or what did I just experience? And I'll notice, oh, that person that always makes me smile is like over there at the other aisle of the grocery store. And I briefly saw them and it made me feel comfortable, you know? And I have to be conscious about that because sometimes I see things without realizing what I just looked at.
Right. But if you like see somebody that's just kind of like not standing out in a way that, a dude in a cape might be standing out, I think it's easier to just kind of filter that out of our conscious experience. But like if Batman was walking around the grocery store, 43% of the people that walked past him wouldn't notice.
Maybe. I get made fun of all the time for doing this, but like literally my best friend has clowned me for this constantly, which you're my best friend too. But oh God, I just revealed it. I'm kidding again. If I'm driving, I am so focused that, someone could be honking right next to me. My friends pulled up one time, they were honking really a lot. They were yelling. Apparently, they were flicking me off, all the things to try to get my attention. Never noticed.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I would think honking specifically when you're driving is something you should like allow into your consciousness.
right, right. But I'm like, so like, I'm good. I probably would be like, probably did a quick turn and was like, that's not about me, or I don't know. I've never gotten in a car accident before, knock on wood. So, um, but I do tune things out to an extraordinary ability when I'm driving. I don't know why, because I'm focused on like driving, I guess.
This is why you should never be on your phone while you're driving.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to bring up the other article here because
Okay.
there's two and they're kind of they sort of go hand in hand. This one though is about high earning people feeling
Okay.
broke.
Oh,
So
so you.
I have four children I have to put through college.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. Was that too much?
No, no, no. It's I mean on the scale of like stars, maybe a 2 out of 5,
Yeah, that was bad. That
just
was
sort of
poor. That was poor
low-hanging
taste.
fruit, but I'll take it.
That was poor taste. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
There's an attack on your income and everything. I don't know what he makes. But he's a good guy.
But he's a good guy. Okay, so this is about breaking down the psychology of spending
Okay.
and the
This is an interesting topic.
right the one sentence summary at the beginning of this article says, according to an expert, around 70 to 80% of unplanned spending
Hmm.
occurs as a response to emotional fatigue rather than actual need. So
Oh,
people are
100%.
right, right.
Even in my life, I see that.
Actually, it looks like 70 to 80% according to the expert, but people subconsciously try to buy their calm back. That was like a two-star joke on my part too, at best.
Oh, I
People
didn't even know that was a
subconsciously,
joke.
okay, that was like three and a half.
Okay.
People subconsciously try to buy their calm back using
Yes.
money as a coping mechanism,
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
right? So the expert, the financial educator here, is talking about how most people think they have a money problem, but
Hmm.
in reality, they have a mental energy problem. The money doesn't run out first, the energy does.
Okay. Okay.
So I could just read a little bit more into this. So after a tiring workday, many tend to swipe away stress by ordering food, booking Ubers, buying things they don't need, not because of a lack of discipline, but because of depleted willpower. Isn't that a lack of discipline? Isn't depleted willpower a lack of discipline?
No, depleted willpower is just poor use of your energy. It's just like you're fixed, like you could be fixated on stressful events and feel hopeless for a long time and you get depleted.
But doesn't like willpower sort of ebb and flow with, I don't know, fatigue, energy, mood, all that stuff, and then discipline is about trying to like still maintain some like generalized sense of this is what I'm going to do in these situations, regardless of whether or not I'm fatigued or hungry or in a
I
bad
could give you an
mood.
example of why I don't think that that's the case.
Okay.
I've experienced a loss recently. You know about it.
Yes.
Um, a death in the family, and I'm just fatigued. There is no amount of willpower. Like I want to do all the things still, and I want to make, my loved one proud, but it's hard to get out of bed.
Okay.
So,
All
would
right.
that
Yeah.
be a discipline issue, or would that be a like this is just overwhelming?
I mean, I feel like grief is kind of, you pulled out the grief trump card here. It's
Yes,
like,
I
oh,
did. But also
okay.
stress or feeling hopeless or like, the reward system not being active, like doing all the things, but never getting to the part where you're rewarded. There's an energetic exchange that needs to happen. If you're not hitting the reward part of all your hard work, sometimes you get burnt out. Discipline can only take you so far. You can run every day for 20 miles until your knees give out. You could be very disciplined, but you can't run anymore.
Right, right. But okay, so yes, extreme discipline doing something that is not healthy for your body will eventually deplete you so that it's
Or
not a
doing
lack of
things that aren't
willpower.
working, right?
I Yes, doing things that aren't working. I do though just feel like there's like if you're feeling a sense of fatigue or stress or moodiness or whatever,
Hmm.
that part of that relates back to just like growing an ability to be disciplined in those moments using CBT skills
Oh,
to be.
interesting. Tell me about how you do that, Dan.
I'm so glad. I wish I had just walked you into that exact question. I'm so glad you brought it up. I didn't expect it, but now that it's here, I'm delighted to report that
Because you get so moody and
my 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 gym
oh,
behavior, right?
mhm.
Remember how I was planning on going to the gym like
Right. To be
at least three
disciplined.
times a week?
Hmm. I
So
remember.
3 weeks ago,
Yes.
I went 3 times a week. Two
Three
weeks ago, I
weeks.
went 4 times a week.
Oh my God.
And then this past week, I went 5 times.
I can't even believe it. You're lying.
No, it's thank you so much for just
No, I believe. No, no. Good for you. Good for you.
um
Are you going to play basketball this Friday? I
I
couldn't
played
go last
basketball.
Friday because I was at a funeral. I noticed you didn't
So
attend.
understanding. Right. So I have a thing. Wow.
Oh my God. So bad. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just felt the absence of your presence.
Yes.
Yes.
So not to get into the unfortunate details of the aftermath of my father's passing, but,
I know.
and this was
I
years
know.
ago. This was years
Yeah.
ago.
No,
But
no. Yeah.
um, I have not been to a funeral since that time because I'm protecting my mind. I think it would.
Oh, that's actually
I,
honest to God, that's what I thought. That's why I thought you didn't come.
yeah, because
I
I know
promise you
we've.
that's the truth.
No, I totally believe that, and I actually meant to reach out to you beforehand, and then just lost track of the date and the
It's all good.
to just let
I,
you
I
know like
want the
that was
viewers to
why.
know that you've literally been there for me during every difficult time in my life since I've met you. So this is just this is how I knew this was about you protecting yourself because I know how hard it was when you lost your father.
Yeah, yeah. Um, ooh, that went from just bantering to serious so quickly, and
I
that's something
know.
I really appreciate about our relationship that we can kind of do both, and it's just all good. Um,
I'll never forget 2024, how you were there for me, Dan. Never forget it. I'll always
Mm.
be there for you.
Thank you. I totally appreciate that. And you deserve it. You were going through some really bullshit, rough stuff. And
Thanks,
um,
man.
I definitely was feeling protective for sure.
Yeah, thank you,
Oh,
bro.
right on.
Thank you, dude.
Oh my God, let's shake off all this.
Yeah, let's shake it. I'm sorry. Sorry, viewers. We get cheesy.
Um, so, okay. But I did have good discipline at the gym.
Okay.
And my like favorite moment was getting over this psychological block of going to the gym on the weekends when I have a lot of work in the office,
Hmm.
because that had been traditionally a time where I was sitting a lot because I was seeing a lot of clients and wishing that I could get to the gym, but the stupid rec center closes at 5 p.m. and I wasn't done with work before 5
It
p.m.
really closes at 5? What rec center closes at 5? That's ridiculous.
Louisville Rec Center on the weekends.
Oh, still that's wow, okay.
So just on Saturday and Sunday it does that. But I it was like too hard for me to get up early in the morning to do it. But this past Saturday, I was like, I have a break for an hour and I'm going to bring my gym clothes and really fast change in my office, run to the gym, bring my work clothes with me in a bag, do the gym for like a half hour, go into the locker room, change back into my work clothes, and get back to my office. And I like got over that block of like, there's no way I'm going to get to the gym because I got to the gym. So I was all excited.
Oh, I'm proud of you.
Woohoo. And by the way, my back
Yeah.
feels better. So
Good.
I'm in a good place with it.
I
But
was gonna
this,
start karate chopping it for you, whatever I could do.
well, the long and short of it is we will both be there on Friday for basketball.
You and me, or you and your back?
Me and my back and you, all three of us.
Okay, the three of okay. Finally.
I should give my back a name and a personality so I can, befriend
It seems to be just as moody as you.
it. Nice. Nice. Um,
But your moodiness is like it's a beautiful thing. It's like watching a beautiful movie. You know, you cry, you laugh, you get angry, all of it. It's good.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. To just wrap up this particular segment on what we were actually, you know, trying to talk about, which is this idea of altruism.
Ah,
So, the expert Kaushik, Kaushik, is claiming that 70 to 80% of this unplanned spending occurs as a response to emotional fatigue rather than actual need. People are trying to buy their calm back using money as a coping mechanism. This is why even those with comfortable incomes can feel perpetually broke, not because
right.
they lack financial knowledge, but because their
They're
decision-making
spending.
energy, yeah, their
Yeah.
decision-making energy is constantly running on a
Since
low battery.
the loss of my loved one, I
Hmm.
have been, making my home more homey, like buying plants, buying art, buying, I actually bought some custom prints of my loved one. I don't think you could see them, but up on the wall over there. And um, I, it's funny because I was like, spending is not an issue right now. I'm going to spend as much as I can to feel okay right now. Like I totally just went through this. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm so broke. But like I'm not. But it feels that way because I'm not used to spending like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really glad you're doing that kind of self-care. Now I want to
Yeah.
get you something for your space. I'll think about that. Um,
Okay. Thank you.
so
You could just bring my dad back.
I,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my God. Jeez.
wow.
Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, oh wow. Okay. That
Uh,
was an interesting one. I don't know what I say sometimes.
no,
I apologize.
it was a good one to just throw in there as I'm trying to figure out how to wrap up this stupid article.
Oh
talking
yeah, the
about
altruism. It's like we're not even talking about it. That's how ridiculous this has been. But
right, right,
okay, how we wrap
but
that up is
well,
like, is it okay that people spend like this? Is it to let people know that they're actually better off than they are? What's the message here?
the message is financial progress begins the day you stop counting receipts and start counting peaceful moments. Oh my God, this came right back to you buying stuff for your space to just tend to your well-being.
Oh, my CPA would completely disagree with what you just said, but you know,
We should send
I
them
think
this
we're on
article.
the same. We should send him it. We're on
Yes.
the same page, you and I.
Nice. All right. We have to wrap this one up in a bow somehow. I so appreciate you. I want to do something with you that will honor your dad and
Oh,
we'll
thank you.
we'll make some time happen and I want to get something for your space because
I
that would
appreciate
just
that.
make me happy. Um,
Oh, thank you.
right on. All right. We're going to go into this. This was deeply personal, and it wasn't even the personal one. The next part is going to be personal altruism versus selfishness, and just how that comes up in our world. But before we do that, we're going to have to do the outro and then come back with the next intro.
Got it. Okay.
We're the Therapy Dudes, sponsored by Boulder Psychological Services. Like, subscribe, blast us with some comments.
Therapy dudes, take away your stress.